Saturday, January 11th, and you know what day and what time it is. Is it just after 6 o'clock Eastern, and the night has officially risen? It is time for prime time Saturday night football inside M&T Bank Stadium. It's do or die football with a chance to go to the divisional round, of course, that's on the line. It's Ravens Steelers. It's round 3, and it's wild card weekend coming to you live from B-More Around Town here at 801 West Austin Street. We are going to have a revolving doors of guests throughout the next couple hours, taking you up until kickoff. Haloti Nada and Chris McAllister, Ravens legends of the tailgate, are just right off to the side. You got people everywhere here, and this place is jumping. Let me tell you that right now. I appreciate you guys for being here so much. What a fantastic year it's been. And now for the Ravens, everything is in front of them. Lamar Jackson and company get things started tonight. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff inside the bank. Ravens Steelers. It will be broadcast on Amazon Prime. That's a streaming night. And for those of you who are local to the Baltimore area, Channel 2, WMAR. Sarah and I, of course, will be live for programming-wise coming up later tonight, as always, for our post-game coverage, probably starting at some point in the 11 o'clock hour, and we will be doing a giveaway as well. So not only is it a post-game show, but we'll be doing a giveaway courtesy of Dave Taylor and his fantastic wooden artwork. It's a 3D Maryland flag, a traditional Maryland flag, much like the drop back that I have in my studio back home. We will be giving that away tonight. So join us for post-game analysis and a whole lot more coming up tonight. Well, guys, it all comes down to this, and of course, for the Ravens, it's been a year of challenges. It's been a year of identity. It's been a year of figuring out who they want to be come January. And as we all watched last year, of course, they don't want to be what they were in January last year. They want to be the team that they've been much throughout this year, and, of course, very consistently down the stretch as well. A well-balanced team in all three phases, fundamentally sound, and so on and so forth. Terrell Suggs will be the legend of the game tonight. Haloti Nada, again, right down the corner from where I am right now, will be your game captain. The gates to the bank just opened up 4 minutes ago, so maybe some of you are already making your way in. But Sizzle, of course, fresh off his finalist status as a member of potentially the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. He, Steve Smith, and Marshall Yanda all await their fate in that category. But here he is, John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson, year number 7 together. And look at what they've done since 2018. Not enough in January, I know. But only the Chiefs have more playoff berths than the Ravens, who are tied with the Eagles and Bills throughout that stretch with 6. And only Green Bay has more playoff berths since 2008 when John Harbaugh took over. That's 13 to be exact. Baltimore, Kansas City, and New England each have 12. And what about Lamar? His 70-24 record as a regular season starter, that is the second best winning percentage since 2018. Only, of course, Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes are just north of them. It's a 672 winning percentage. The Bills and the Packers come in at 3rd and 4th, respectively, on that list. Let's go to the in-person guest line, and we're going to be busy. The in-person guest line will be very, very busy. Justin Holtz in the building. We'll get you guys on in just a second. The Holtz came down from Pennsylvania. And as always, kind enough to spend a few minutes with me is the main man. Let me just peel back the curtain here for a second, if I may. Guys, everybody, I think, enjoyed that Jimmy Smith interview from a week ago on a number of levels. I thought it was revealing. I thought it was insightful. He was obviously generous with his time. We went about 35 minutes. None of that happens without the behind-the-scenes work that my new executive producer, Freddy, thank you for getting me Jimmy last week. That was nice of you.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
Here we are a week later. A lot more on the line. Last week it was about the division. Today it's about staying in the postseason race. How you feeling going in?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I think hopefully the Ravens are feeling good. We got everybody coming to the bank. This is January football. This is my personal opinion. This is where I feel that they brought Derrick Henry into the fold. This is where you need that running back in January. Cold weather. I don't know if the wind's going to be blowing a little bit.
Oh, it will be.
Blowing, so passing is going to be at a premium. This is where you go old school, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But actually, Baltimore is like 5, almost 6 yards in a cloud of dust. This is where I think Derrick Henry needs at least 20, 25 touches. And if he gets that, it should be a wrap.
T. Sizzle joined NFL Network earlier today for a pregame interview. He and Steve Smith Sr. were both on there together. It was a great interview. But T. Sizzle said point blank, and I quote, Derrick Henry should get 25 carries, and that will take the Ravens to the promised land.
Yes.
Pittsburgh defended him laterally very, very well the first time around. But as we learned the second time around, and as we learned in the second halves and overtime this year, he has a relentlessness to him. He has a never-ending motor that makes him incredibly difficult to defend for 4 quarters, and especially when there's an overtime contest. He is a de-aging, ascending running back at 31, and this is what you didn't have a year ago. You now have it at your disposal. Use him early, establish some ground game, allow the pass game to be built off of that. I don't care if Zay Flowers isn't available, which he obviously is not.
Right.
They have never been more prepared than they are right now in this moment in year 7 of Lamar Jackson's era here in Baltimore to be without one of their top targets than they are right now. They are more than prepared with their dynamic tight end room, with Bateman coming off a career regular season, with a backfield that's dynamic as anybody and healthy now that Justice is back. That should be the formula from the opening jump.
I agree with you 100%, Bobby. This is that old school. I mean, you're right. Derrick Henry, that first quarter may not get the yards, but come that second half, he reminds me, I'm going to date myself a little bit. He reminds me of a little bit of an Earl Campbell type of running back. That third and fourth quarter, them DBs do not want to tackle a 250-pound running back. They're not going to jump in there trying. They've been beat up in the first quarter, second quarter. They're not going to want to tackle him in that third and fourth quarter. And that's where you build off that, exactly what you said. First quarter, you still got to give him the rock. You short pass it. And then that third and fourth quarter, when you establish that lead, you just 6 and 7 minute drives, make it a wrap.
There you have it. The formula is not something complicated. It's not something that takes a rocket scientist to comprehend it. It should be abundantly clear. And with Todd Monken, you can't make the same mistake twice. I get it. There is in-game scenarios. There is in-game management. There is in-game strategy that's involved when certain things happen. And clearly they were punched in the mouth first before the open whistle happened with Travis Kelce and his bullshit. But you cannot allow the other team, in this case Pittsburgh tonight, to dictate the way this game is going to be played.
Right.
You are smash mouth. You are more talented. You have more depth. You have the more elite, prolific offense that's going to bring you to the promised land this year. And the defense, as we all watched since week 10, week 11, was among the best in just about every single statistical category that they struggled in mightily the first 10 weeks prior.
Yeah.
So clearly special teams will have to be shored up. It'll be a game where can you withstand the obscurity that inevitably happens? What's it going to be? Is it going to be a muff punt? Is it going to be a generational play like Peyton Wilson made on Justice Hill the first time around?
Right.
Is it going to be a costly turnover? Is it going to be a shift in momentum? Whatever it's going to be, will you be able to withstand the funkiness that inevitably happens when the Ravens and Steelers get together?
Yeah, it's going to happen. And you just got to work through it, and they can't let them get flustered. They can't overthink it. I mean, I think the years past, Lamar's gotten his own way. He's gotten his own head. And I think he's admitted it a little bit that he gets too amped up or hyped up. You just got to let the game come to you. This game will slowed down for him in the regular season. The postseason, he seems to let it speed up, and it just gets gets bigger than what it needs to be. Treat this game. It's a little different than regular season. It's win and go home, but it really should be no different. The game plan should be no different. Run the rock, do what you need to do. Don't overthink it. And I was listening to one of the talking heads, and I think one of the guys said, which made me think about this, is whenever Lamar goes against a top-rated passer like Mahomes or Josh Allen or those in the playoffs, he thinks he has to outplay them. And it's like, no, just be yourself. That's all he needs to do is be himself, and the rest of the game will come to him. He does not have to outpass Mahomes or any of those guys. Just play your game.
Speaking of being yourself, listen to what Steve Smith Sr. said earlier today on the NFL Network pregame show in terms of who he feels like Lamar is right now at this point in his career, coming off a potentially MV3 campaign.
He just needs to be Lamar, who is dynamic and can change, but it's not about mobility. It's about what he does from his shoulders up that makes him so remarkable.
Some of those numbers from the shoulder up, you kind of touched on them. Career high in passing touchdowns, passing yards, total offense and offensive touchdowns as well.
And NFL leading categories as well, just not a career, but everybody.
So Steve Smith Sr. here is saying that Lamar Jackson is the MVP?
No, Lamar Jackson is the standard now.
The standard. Lamar Jackson is the standard. I will get you out of here on that or on this. Give me your score prediction, and then Justin Holt from PA will be coming up next.
I think it'll be about the same score as last time, 34-17.
Okay.
It may even be 37 or 34-10. I don't see them scoring more than 17 points, but they got to withstand those funky plays that are going to be there.
Yep.
They got to weather through that funky play, and if they do that, they'll get back on track, and I think that's what will be the fun score.
Love hanging with you, brother.
I love
hanging with you.
Yes.
And everybody should know, if we see C-Mac and or Haloti on here in the next hour or so, it's going to be because of this guy.
I'm working on it right now, man. Take care,
Great to see you, brother. You can hand that off to Justin Holt, who came in from PA. Next up, as we continue to kind of revolve, it's a revolving door today, and we're gearing up, of course, for prime time AFC North football. And in comes Justin Holt, straight out of PA. Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, Bobby?
Switch that sucker around, will you? Flip that. There you go. There he goes. There we go. Let's bring this around here.
Some of that.
Let's do this. All right.
What's up?
What we're going to do is we're going to listen to Steve Weiss from NFL Network, and we're going to come out and react to it. Here he is talking about life without Zay Flowers.
All right, well, thanks a lot, O. Well, the Ravens will be without Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers with a knee injury, and Steelers linebacker Patrick Queen put an interesting spin on Flowers' absence. He said the Ravens use Flowers as their pre-snap motion guy. As a defense, that helps the Steelers determine what checks they may have to make or what they may have to stay in. Now he said they'll probably use multiple players, which could be confusing if they do not communicate well. Now, as for the Ravens, coaches and players said they are expecting to see backup quarterback Justin Fields in certain packages, as they did in their Week 11 loss to Pittsburgh. Keep in mind, Fields has not played since December 15th.
Steve Weiss of NFL Network. Obviously, life without Zay Flowers will prove to be interesting tonight. They're going to have to replace him by committee. You don't have one player on the team. Okay, yes, they can replace him production-wise, but as you know, everything he does with misdirection, everything he does as eye candy, everything he does with the jet sweep stuff that Todd Monken asks him to do, that's going to be tough. They got a lot of speed. There's no question they have a lot of speed between Keaton, Tylen. Bateman can even be used a little bit here and there. What do you think, and how concerned are you? How do you gauge your temperature of concern with no Zay Flowers tonight?
I give it like a C minus.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. I think run the ball with Derrick Henry. Feed the king. Keep handing the ball off to Derrick. And Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, get our tight ends involved. We have Justice Hill. He's back, right?
He's back.
Concussion is cleared.
Justice is back.
So I think that will alleviate some of that, because I do believe Pittsburgh was is always going to lock down Mark Andrews. That's their key. They want to lock Mark Andrews down.
Yep.
We have Justin Hill on the screens, and we also have Keaton Mitchell, who nobody knows about so far.
Yep.
Pitch him off a couple little things. Let's see what he can do. And it's, Tylan Wallace or Des Walker, whichever way you want to go with it. Like, there's somebody else, a Nelly, whoever, we can give them a couple snaps here or there.
I should note, too, there were a couple of practice squad call-ups. Let's see. It was, of course, Anthony Miller. And, of course, I'm forgetting the other one now. But, Keith Kirkwood.
Right.
Those are your two practice squad call-ups.
Too.
So, anyway, we'll get you out of here on this, Justin. Give me your prediction.
I already told you. And I told the stream, yo, Cream Stream. What's up, all the Cream streamers out there?
That's right.
35-9. Boswell's getting 3 field goals if he's lucky and he can get 3. Bobby, I love you, man.
Great to see you,
Sarah,
brother. Hand that off to your son, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get Derrick in here. Derrick Holt in the building. Yeah, come on, AP. Hey, I tell you what. Hey, AP, you're up next, okay? All right. What's going on, Derrick?
What's happening, Bobby?
Good to see you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Your pops is having a good old time over here. He's got 35-9 is the final score, is his score prediction. What's yours?
I'm going to say 10-17. I think we get off to a slow start. I think it's going to be like the Texans game last year. Start off slow, and then by the second half, I think, Lamar gets hyped up, and then we'll be good from there.
All right. So I guess the question becomes, can they start early? And what I mean by that is, can they start in a situation where Lamar Jackson's being set up for success early? Wait till you see this statistic right here. This is something that I feel like it isn't being talked about enough when you consider the 6 playoff games that Lamar Jackson has played thus far. Take a look. In the 6 postseason games that he's played, they have never once led at halftime.
Right.
When I think about making sure that he's getting settled in properly tonight, I think about establishing the run game right out of the gate, getting him some easy check downs, maybe some screen games here with Justice Hill.
Right.
If you want to get Keaton in on that game, I obviously won't. I'm not going to argue with that whatsoever. Right. But this is a staggering statistic right now. And if you want to get Lamar and the monkey off his back in the postseason, a fast start will go a long way to doing so.
Right. I think even if we are behind, this team is probably the best more well-equipped to come back from behind than we've seen in previous years.
No question.
So even if we are behind, I don't think we'll be behind, but I think it'll be a Steelers-Ravens game, sloppy, where you're like, we should be up by 20, 30 points by now, and we only we have like 6 points on the board. You know what I mean?
No question.
So
they are built for this.
Yeah.
And it all starts tonight. Derrick, enjoy yourself, brother.
Thank you, Bobby.
Great to meet you finally.
Yes, sir.
And tell your pops. I was going to say, tell him have a good time, but he doesn't need any of that.
Yeah,
Let's get AP in here. You can hand that right off to AP right here.
See you, Bobby.
Appreciate you, Derrick. All right, my next guest.
What's going on, man?
My next guest. Oh, C-Mac.
Hey.
You coming down? Hey.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Hold on.
Appreciate you. C-Mac is coming on, guys. Oh, this is real good right now. Freddy, you don't miss, man. You don't miss. He doesn't miss.
I know, just give me a minute. Let me
Appreciate you.
I
Appreciate you. Good to see you, man. How you doing, C-Mac?
I'm good.
Bobby, good to see you again. Thanks, Freddie.
Yeah.
AP looked like he was seeing ghosts there a second ago. Like, get out of here. All right, so here we are again. A year ago, obviously, has been the storyline all year long, but it's a new season, and they're equipped differently than they were a year ago.
Yeah.
When you look at this Pittsburgh team and what they did well the first time around that they played in Pittsburgh, was it more about the self-inflicted wounds, or was it more about defending Derrick and Lamar laterally the way they did that day?
I think it's a combination of both. I think that Pittsburgh traditionally is familiar with, they're familiar with the Ravens. They know who we are. They know how we like to operate. So They're coached up really well, and they kept their lane integrity and kind of kept things. They got the Henry in the backfield early and were able to get some penetration. I think as the season's gone on, it's like the Ravens have made adjustments and they figured out a way, to stay on rhythm. It's like getting him the ball on stretch plays, whether it's getting him on the read options or things like that. But I think it'll be a little bit different this time around. It's like as we proved in the last game we had against them here.
There was just a statistic that I was sharing to the audience, and I actually wasn't aware of it, the fact that in Lamar's 6 playoff games, he's never led going into halftime. Now, obviously, they're built for that can come back from a deficit. They've proven that time and time again. But I guess in terms of the psyche, and I want to kind of speak, you can speak to this, obviously, when it comes to January and the magnitude of the moment and whatnot. How far would a early start go for Lamar, 1, and 2, how can Todd set him up for early success?
Well, to the first point, having the lead early plays right into what I think Baltimore wants to do, because it allows them to still ground and pound, but also open up the opportunity for the big plays. I think all year, from last year to this year, it's like Lamar's second year in this offense. He's done a great job of getting the grasp of it. He's had better stats, better statistics this year than he did last year. So that speaks to itself. And I think that as long as they stay comfortable and stay true to who they are, it's like they'll go out there and they'll take care of business today.
George Pickens wasn't available the second time around. He will be tonight. He had a few drops last weekend, some in-game antics. He's got a lot going on, but clearly he's Russell's number 1 option. They've had their fair share of struggles in the past, but outside of him, they don't have much of a passing attack outside of Pickens. Do you expect Brandon Stevens to be picked on tonight?
I expect for Kyle Hamilton to show up big tonight. It's like that's the way I look at it. For the corners have been doing a great job of holding down, of keeping our defense, but ever since the switch of moving Hamilton back to safety, it's like over the last couple of weeks, things have been different, for the entire secondary. So I expect them to continue to go out there and put plays together and make the plays when it's necessary.
What's Nate Wiggins' ceiling?
I don't think he has one. It's like I think we have a lot of young talent around here. I think the front office of the Baltimore Ravens does a great job of identifying talent, and I think that everybody that's out there has a great opportunity.
I'm going to let you get back to it, C-Mac. I appreciate you. Score prediction tonight?
No, because last time I did that, it didn't work out.
Come back to bite you?
I'm just going to say that Ravens win. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Ravens win.
Love it. Ravens win on to the divisional round, which will probably, if they get to New Orleans this year, it'll have been earned. It'll have been earned.
4 games,
Yeah.
It's like, and the season wasn't as easy as we traditionally sometimes would have liked it to be. Has some losses that we wish we could take back, but I mean, this team is built with grit. It's like
there's something to be said too. It's impossible to measure it, but I feel like there's something to be said about momentum shifting when you're a wild card team. You come in hot the way they did. Pittsburgh's coming in reeling.
I mean, I'm not drawing comparisons, but there was a team that came in as a wild card, a long time ago, back in 2000, and they rode that wave all the way through to the championship.
Yes,
so
there was.
It can be done,
And I'm sure you've seen some of this superstitious statistics too. Lamar's 28. Trent was 28. Joe was 28.
Oh, wow.
12 years between each Super Bowl title. It's in New Orleans. Look, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if you're superstitious, but
I haven't been paying attention to all that, but it sounds good to me.
There you go. Chris McAllister, I appreciate the time, man.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you again. Enjoy it tonight.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll see you in Buffalo next weekend.
Nope.
You're not going up in that place. There you go. Hey, where's AP? AP. What?
What's going on, Bobby?
What? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What's going on, Bobby? How you doing, man?
So how about that?
Bro,
You got a tough
I can't believe that. I mean,
follow.
I'm honored that I got kicked out of my seat.
You thought you were sitting down.
Bro, no, you have to understand, bro. Like, so, I mean, I moved from Baltimore when I was like really young, when I was like 4 years old. So when I started coming back to see my family, and I found out in 1997, I know it's 96, but I remember 97.
Yeah.
Hearing that Baltimore finally had a team, like, bro, I've been a Ravens fan since I can remember.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. That was crazy.
You're not gonna forget that moment.
That was wild.
Oh yeah.
That was wild.
Hey,
He respectfully said, "Get out of my seat." I like that.
You handled it like a champ too.
No, that's awesome, man.
And I had no clue he was
man,
gonna be here. Let me introduce you though.
Yeah,
because
thank you, man.
you gave me
Yeah.
an incredible introduction about an hour ago. You and the missus came in from
Yes.
Detroit.
Yes.
Now I know you're originally from here, but you
Absolutely.
live in the Motor City. You came in for this. It's a big moment. Your first Ravens game, I believe.
First Ravens game, man.
What are you feeling inside of you right now?
You know what? I'm just feeling blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all glory to God. Like, you know, I didn't think I could make it happen. And I know you know, because you and Sarah were talking about the tickets. Like, the tickets are nice and, you know, affordable. You know what I'm saying, for a playoff game. So,
yeah.
you know, I just snagged them. And, you know what I'm saying? I made it here, man. 8 hours from Detroit. I'm here. I think the Steelers are going to get obliterated. And once again, man, like you said with the introduction, when I met you, man, like I listen to you every day. So like to be sitting here is just wild to me.
Well, I'm glad you came in.
I'm so thankful, man. But yeah, I'm super excited that my first Ravens game is not only a wild card game, it's a Steelers game.
And there's something about under the primetime lights too. It adds a flavor of the magnitude of the moment can be felt. You know, it's palpable.
Yeah,
and
man.
you can just feel it growing right now.
Absolutely.
It's 6:27. We're coming up on 90 minutes out.
I'm about to hit that Ravens walk in a minute.
Oh, you about to go over there?
Yeah, I've never seen it. So, dude, I'm a super Ravens nerd. You got to understand because I live in Detroit, right?
Yeah.
So I just like look up everything. I see, you know what I'm saying, how loud the stadium is, the decibel level, you know what I'm saying? I see the new additions to the stadium, and I'm just so glad that I'm here, man.
I have to.
Much love to everybody, you know, in Baltimore, man. Like, I've never been around so many Ravens fans. I feel so blessed. I'm always talking to my friends who are Lions fans about how I'm a Ravens fan and how I'm originally from Baltimore County. I was born in Baltimore County, and this is the team that I support. So,
well, you let them know.
Yeah.
When you get back home, you let them know. We'll see them in New Orleans.
Absolutely. And also, I'm a musician. Anybody who wants to listen to some nice soul music, some R&B, I've been really trying, baby. You know, some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can look me up. It's at Apropos Music, APROPOS MUSIC. Apropos Music. Diehard soul singer, diehard Ravens fan.
Man, you hit that.
And Bobby,
too.
it's wonderful to meet you, man.
Likewise.
I listen to you every day.
Likewise.
God bless, man.
Thank you for the
God bless.
Thank you for the support, dude. I appreciate you. Get that out to Rob there for me, right here, right next to you. Come on in, Rob, baby. All right, AP. Oh, I can't wait, too. That's the line right there. Yep, absolutely. You know, it's about time we do this.
You know, yes.
And I'm going to give you similar love to the way that I just gave to Freddie, because Jimmy Smith's interview wouldn't have happened last week without his efforts, and none of this shit would have happened every single week without Rob behind the scenes. So appreciate you, brother. Happy New Year. Everybody wants to know your prediction.
I want Ravens, let's see, 34-20, I believe is what I was saying.
34-20.
It's going to be some garbage.
How are they going to get there, though?
It's going to be some garbage time at the end is how Steelers get their 20 points. That's for certain. But
how are they going to get 34? What's the formula tonight?
I think, first of all, Lamar is going to knock out two touchdowns pretty early, feeding Henry on a regular basis. It's going to be, I think Isaiah Likely comes up with a bit more this week, more than anything else. And then who's that Carolina guy, the fourth rounder?
Devontae Walker.
Yes. I think he gets one. I think
really?
he gets one today. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, I mean, we got Nozay, so they're going to pepper it around a little bit.
Nozay, I was talking about that earlier. Like, they're going to have to do a little bit of by committee approach to make up for his lack of presence when it comes to, like, the misdirection, the jet sweep stuff, the eye candy stuff. It's funny. Like, I would love to have somebody track the amount of steps that he takes on any given day.
Oh, yeah.
He's constantly running around, creating havoc, wreaking havoc. What's going on, dude? We are live. What's going on, brother? No, you're good. You're good. Justin, he's on another planet. He's already been on the show, too.
You know, well,
I think
we're serving drinks right here, and everything's working out great. And Bobby, you've been great to work with the entire season, and it's been a lot of fun. And every time I get out of here, I'll throw you in my AirPod as I put my son to sleep.
Appreciate you.
Catch up with everything with you and Sarah, how you guys are doing. It's a lot of fun to listen to.
We're going to bring that down to the next generation, whether your son likes it or not.
Oh, right? Javi is all about the football. He'll look at it and just,
that's awesome.
Football.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great
Well,
time.
I'm about to do something here that I've never done before. The guy behind you, I can't remember his name. Do you?
Who, my big man James here?
Oh, James. Okay.
Yeah.
So James wants me to do a smelling salt.
Oh,
Why?
yes.
Let me ask you this, though, because you're somebody I trust. You know what the rest of my night looks like.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why I never accept shots when I'm here.
Sure.
I rarely I will have a cigar here and there.
Sure.
But is there any effects that will take me off my game tonight when we're post-game live streaming until 2?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It is going to wake you up immediately,
Okay.
and that's about the extent of it. It'll
Okay.
give you a little more pep in your step, and that's about it.
All right, we'll see what James got in store for me then.
It's going to hit you just when he says stay like X amount away from it. Do that.
Okay.
Don't go in there. All
Okay,
right,
okay.
you got to give it a little space. So
And keep in mind, the guy that we're referring to that I'm about to go do a smelling salt with is currently wearing a T-shirt. So just to keep that in mind, you know.
yes,
some
he's
context.
been with us. He's one of our VIPs. He's been with us in a lot of different locations.
He knows we're talking about him too.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. All right, brother. Thanks,
Hey,
Rob.
Take care.
Have yourself some fun tonight, will you?
Oh yes.
All right, James.
Happy birthday to my wife, Jody.
Oh, happy birthday, Jody. All right, James. Let's do it. All right, guys. I don't know. Probably going to regret this, but what's up, Jamesy? Good to see you, brother. All right. So you approached me about an hour ago, and you said, hey, would you take a smelling salt live on the air with me? And I said, well, what's the short-term effects? Is it going to allow me to stay up till 2 a.m.? Because that's where we're going to be post-game until.
Are you congested?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, sorry.
no, I'm not
You're
congested. No.
Okay. If
No.
you were, it would clear you out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This isn't going to mess you up or anything like that.
Okay.
It's not a high or anything.
All right.
Okay.
We got
It's just
people
what
lining
like-
up to watch this right
yeah.
now. All right. Let's do it. You ready?
So keep this about 2 inches away from your nose. Okay.
2 inches.
Yeah.
All right. So can you do one for me so I can watch it? Okay. Let me take a look too.
Oh yeah.
That was it? You just did it? That was it?
Yep.
That's it?
This kind of smells like kitty litter.
Okay.
You ever had a cat?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but I know
No.
I know what
Okay.
litter smells
That's
like.
basically all it is.
Okay. Now, what did that just do? What was the sensation? What just happened?
So I'm a little congested. So it like basically cleared my nasal passage a little.
Really?
Bit. Oh yeah.
And you went both nostrils too.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay, guys. First ever smelling salt here before
Yep.
Ravens Steelers.
the man of the people right here.
Fuck it. Why
Bobby
not?
Baltimore. All right.
Yep. There you go. One big
Just one inhale. That's it. Watch, guys. Come on.
right here.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
Wow. I'm trying to remember like what that actually. I'm trying to liken it to something.
Kitty litter.
It's almost as if it's you know, like Vicks vapor rub.
Yeah.
Like Vicks when you are congested.
Yeah.
And you stick some like on your nostrils or maybe like on your chest right here, and then you're just kind of like it was that on steroids. I might do another one. In a little.
Go ahead.
I mean, do you recommend doing both of them?
Yeah.
do you
Like
guys
I said, it doesn't. It's not like marijuana or thing. It's not gonna incapacitate you. It's not a high.
What I tell you before we went on the air? What I asked you? You remember? I go, is it similar to doing blow?
Oh yeah. It is not like cocaine or blow.
Yeah, that would get me right.
promise you
That would certainly get me right today. That's for sure. I'm gonna do one more smelling salt. I got one more in me.
All right.
Here we go. Number 2.
Oh. that was a big one. That was a big one, Bobby. Woo. Hey. But you know what?
I got that shit in my eye right now.
Oh.
It's like working its way up to my eye elbow. Hey, Meg.
Woo. You know what? Takes a lot to go on live and do this.
Let me tell you, I mean, in my high school days, when we would run like suicides in basketball, I was usually the fastest out there. I'm not saying I'm anywhere near Zay, but if they need me tonight, I feel like I'm ready actually right now to go out there and start doing some of the misdirection stuff.
Honestly,
I'll literally just run back and forth in the backfield. Maybe that would help.
Our 4th round pick. His name was Devontae Walker.
He ran a 4.2,
Honestly,
like a 4.3 something.
I think his first catch of the year was a touchdown against the Giants, right?
Oh garbage time, but that was filthy. Yeah.
But you know what? Let's see what he does. I love Nelly.
Yeah.
Rashad's going to do his thing, but honestly, put Walker in. We drafted him this year. Let's see what he can do.
Love it.
Try and put him in the slot. Put Rashad at the top, Nelly at the bottom, and let's try Walker in like the slot or something.
Yep. Yep.
He's got speed. He's got over-the-top speed.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see him, especially next year. So
love it. James, thank you for the smelling
Thank
salt
you,
experience. I appreciate you. Enjoy yourself, and you can hand that one off to Malcolm or whoever's next. All right, guys. Hey, there we go. I like the ski mask right there. That's dope. Yeah. You know it. You know, I like the jacket, man. How about that setup right there? Malcolm, yes, sir. Good to see you, brother. Well, let me tell you, you're about to meet a version of me you never met before in your life.
I saw you.
In your life.
Getting all teary-eyed on the stream earlier. I saw you.
Ooh, boy. I don't know what was in that thing, but I just did a couple smelling salts, and we are under 90 minutes away from Ravens Steelers round 3. I saw you in the gym yesterday. We were talking about the game itself without Zay. What is, if you had to pick one thing that you're encouraged by going in and discouraged by, what would those two things be going into kickoff?
Well, let's take the latter first. I would say I'm discouraged by the past, how we played,
the past,
how we've gotten in our own way. Now, it's not as cold as we thought it was going to be.
No, it's
not
balmy
even
out
windy.
here.
This
Bro,
is perfect football weather.
Yeah.
You know, I done quadrupled up with the layers. See, I'm raving all the way down.
You're gonna be. Oh, by the way, not to interrupt you, I just want 956 people right now to see something.
Okay. And it's interesting because this guy's from New York. Remember that.
Seeing this?
But I like that. That's a nice vest.
How about it?
It is nice.
I just want everybody gets on me about my wardrobe and whatnot. We're here in a do-or-die playoff game, and I got my shit on. Continue.
Now, what I say I'm encouraged by, listen, Ravens, y'all got to keep y'all foot on these boys' necks. Don't play with your food. Put them away early. I figure if we come out the first 3 drives and we come away with 17 points, hold them to 3 points, get it to halftime, give Derrick Henry the ball. I don't care if he got 8 yards off of 10 carries. Keep giving him the ball. He's going to start making runs. That's going to open up the rest of the offense. Zay not playing hurts, but I'm pretty sure they're going to figure out how to mix it likely. And if we can get likely in, he's a mismatch for most linebackers in the league. And a lot of the defensive backs, they can't cover him one-on-one. So that's what I'm encouraged about. You know, I came out. I think the Ravens can win this convincingly. At least 17 points.
They're covering.
I think they're going to
cover
17 points.
9.5-point home favorites right now. Give us your score, and then we'll get you out of here.
I'm gonna go with 35-14.
Covering healthy.
I feel like they're gonna cut. Well,
healthy.
I mean, they covered the last time.
Yes, they did. 34-17.
They're in the rhythm. Because what version of Lamar? What version of Todd Monken? Those two things matter. I think the defense, they're gonna do what they got to do. So that's pretty much all I got to say, man.
Love it, brother. Appreciate you.
Keep doing
Enjoy
your
yourself
thing.
out there, right?
If you ain't subscribed, you better subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Stay safe out there, man.
All right, bro.
Enjoy it. You can hand it off to whoever's next. Man, we got a line right now, guys. This line is legit. This has never happened before. This place is something else. Man, you've been in line for a minute. I'm glad to have you on.
First of all, Bobby, I watch the show all the time, man. I'm in L.A., and I just want everybody to know I go to everybody's games. I'm probably the #1 Ravens fan. They tell me that. My aunt put me up for #1 Ravens fan, sent it all in. I go to all the games. I was in Houston. I'm in L.A. at the Chargers game. I watch you and say, don't tell nobody I say, I respect. Say, I know you're married. I love you. I got to tell you, Bobby, I say it every time. I say, she's so beautiful. I love her how she do. I love her comments when she did the tweet or whatever back to Acho and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, get him, girl.
She's impressive, man.
Oh, she's strong. I know she worked for the program, and now,
Yeah.
First of all, Bobby, I want to say to you, I really enjoy watching you. I love your takes. You be spot on. Y'all good combination. I wish the best for you, man. And I hope this takes you wherever you want it to go to. Because you're good, man. You're good. Y'all good. And I make sure, remember, I'm in LA. And I want to still tell everybody, make sure you send your prayers out.
Well, I was just about to actually interrupt you and ask, is everything all right over there?
And you know what? It's not. My girl's right here with me. She's from Pasadena, where it affected all of her family, and all of that. And I mean, it's just devastating. Nobody even seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
I'm one of the ones who stop putting blame somewhere. Something happened. Do something. That's all. It can do anything. Anything can happen anywhere. Don't know why. Don't know what.
Yeah.
But do something to help somebody, and that's what it is. Only reason why I came here was because two things. I'm born and raised in Baltimore. I've been living in L.A. I go to every game. I was in Houston. I thought we might be going back there. I told all of them, you don't want to see us come back here.
No.
I told them that. Bobby, I told them they don't want to see us come back.
Houston didn't want that
No,
either.
they didn't want that.
After what happened to them in the divisional round last year, Christmas
that's
night,
what I said.
week 1 or 2 last year, they don't want any of that.
Yeah.
So.
And I appreciate everything you do and everything. And I wanted all the fans and everybody to just put out some special prayers because a lot of people are suffering from that.
Yeah.
Think about one thing, even though it's not my team. The Rams got to play in Arizona. What? 5 hours away.
Yeah.
This is big.
There's some competitive disadvantage there, but obviously that's like the less.
Think about the community.
Yep.
The bartenders, the people that work there, they not got that job right now. They don't.
Yeah.
But
what town? What part of town are you?
I'm right in LA.
Yeah.
And like I said, my girl's in the heart of Pasadena where it got affected. Altadena, Palisades. Some people look at like a lot of the athletes that got affected. Steve Kerr's mother house burned. Kawhi Leonard had to leave the team to go back to his house.
JJ Redick had his
all of it, right?
Yep.
It's huge.
Yep.
So send those prayers out, and then send the prayers for my Ravens because regardless of what anybody say, Bobby, me and you know one thing: they did beat us 8 out of 9 times.
They did.
And even though we won that last game, let's look at that fumble by Wilson that changed the game somewhat. We got them by double figures, which we favor by now, and we should win that, even without saying.
Yep.
But the thing about it is play yourself. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I want to say one thing to you, Bobby. All I want Lamar is to be Lamar. Now, in the first 1 or 2, 3 years, you don't want to change a play. Somebody say it. You lose in the playoffs because you didn't beat you. I got that.
Yeah.
You had to I tell everybody, stop quick. When we talk about the Ravens, you have to graduate in the NFL. Everyone is not a Mahomes, and everyone's not a Brady. So look what he did. Remember, we lost the first playoff game he played in. Come back again.
Rookie year.
Right. We come back.
They weren't even supposed to be there.
Right. We lose to Tennessee.
On a balmy night in January.
We learned. Yep. We come back. We beat Tennessee, but then we lose to Buffalo. Lamar get hurt.
Yep.
We get into the AFC. He's graduating. But I got to be real. This is the year. You got Henry, without say. Do what you got to do. I mean, but the part that I was saying about the first 3 years where you don't make a play or change something, I got that.
Yeah.
Now you in 4, 5, 6, 7 year, change something. You're a leader now. You see it won't work if they call it. You know what to do. Do it. That's all I want them to do.
I love
Bobby,
it, man.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming out.
I watch you every day. Every day. Keep bringing everything. Tell my girl, Sarah, I said hi.
I appreciate you for coming out here,
Come,
man.
Queen. Come let everybody say hi to you.
How are you?
That's Bobby.
Great to meet you.
She always watching Bobby with me. She's like, who's that?
I love that.
Bobby,
thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate that.
I could not leave until I saw you.
Thank you.
I was looking all over. Thank you, Bobby.
We'll catch you on the post game tonight.
You sure will, buddy.
Enjoy yourself out there.
Thank
all right,
you, man.
get her done.
Appreciate it.
You can hand this off to DJ right here behind you. DJ. What an awesome. That was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Happy New Year, brother. Talk to you. Oh, I'm about to. Ray from LA Ray, baby. LA Ray. All right, DJ. You've been waiting patiently. There's a line that's out the freaking wazoo, but it's great to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're down in the DC area, and you guys are you and your wife Gloria here, and I'm sure a couple future Raven generations behind you, right? You got a couple kids?
Yeah, we got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old right now with some cousins watching them. Luckily we got some babysitters.
What inspired you to make? I mean, I know it's probably going to be the only home playoff game this year. So aside from just the opportunity to be here with a chance to go to the divisional round, aside from that, what inspired you to make the drive up?
So we are PSL owners, so we're here every week, though just not at the tailgates.
Oh, you are? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the first time we're here at the tailgates.
I got you.
And it was, I don't know, it was a good opportunity. I thought it'd be a great community to come join for the tailgates and be part of this. So.
What's your mind frame going into a game that obviously is Pittsburgh, and prior to that week 2 game, I think they had won 8 of 9 or something along those lines. The Steelers had, and now it's almost like they're reeling. They've lost 4 in a row. They've got nothing to lose in a sense. which can be scary, but at the same time, they don't match up talent-wise.
Well, I hope we can capitalize on their playoff history of going down 21-0, super early in playoff games, and we can jump on them and stay on top. But, obviously the turnover battle, I think, is going to be the number one thing that is going to lead us to victory or not.
Yeah, that and clean football. They got to play disciplined, clean football. I read a statistic earlier tonight where basically every single game that Lamar's played in the postseason, which is 6 now, tonight will be his 7th, they have not once taken the lead into halftime. To me, that's notable. I mean, they got to set him up for some early success in scripted form on that opening drive. The first 15 plays are always rehearsed. Todd Monken is always in his bag with that. I think get him some early looks, maybe some early check down or screen opportunities, but more so than anything else, make sure that Derrick can get himself going. I know in the second half he could have a completely – matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Derrick started with 8 rushing yards in the first half in the regular season finale against Cleveland. He finished with 138.
Oh, yeah.
So he's a closer. Lamar can be a closer, but don't put Lamar in that situation. Get them going early. Get him settled in. I think that pays major dividends.
I think also he's got to listen to his mother. Right? His mother told him, hey, take off when it's there.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we're asking for. And that's everything last year was just run Lamar when there's an opportunity.
Sure.
Don't prove that you're a passer. Everyone knows you're a passer at this point.
Yep.
But you're also the most incredible runner in the league. So take an opportunity when it's there, get the first down, and live to fight another day.
Love it.
That's all we need.
Give me your score prediction.
If we win the turnover battle, I think we win by double digits. I think we probably get close to 30 points. So that gets them in the 20s, maybe.
So they're, in other words, they're covering then.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they're going to cover. If we win the turnover battle, we cover. If we lose turnover battle, or if it's even, it could be a close game. Hopefully it doesn't go the other way.
DJ, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully you and Gloria had a good time tonight.
Thanks,
all right. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate all the support. Sarah and I both, for sure. Let's see who else we got to get on. Does Gloria want to come out for a minute? You want to come out for a second? You're good. Okay. All right. She's like, oh heck, hell no. Who else we got to get on here? Man, I feel like it's just been a straight up revolving door all night. Let's get Allie on here. Actually, you want to come on? You want to come on? Yeah. Let's go. Of course. What, you think you got to ask? Get in here. Just like Rob, behind the scenes, man. Without you guys, without you guys, man, we wouldn't be able to do this with all the access, with all the footprint. I mean, look at this place. The VIPs letting it rip.
Yeah.
How you feeling tonight going into Ravens Steelers?
Dude, it's crazy, man. I mean, we've made it this far, and even though the weather's crazy, but Baltimore is the fans are die hard, 110%. I mean, Brian makes it more comfortable around here, but it could be snowing its ass off really at the end of the day, and people would still show up.
This place is jumping right now.
It is
nuts,
man.
You just got anybody, everybody, everywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I mean, we got the tent place came out here early yesterday, and I came out here about 2:00 yesterday, and I mean they were out here grinding out till about 9:00.
Oh, yeah.
And it was wild. I mean, cold, definitely, no doubt about that. But it's nuts, man. I've been doing this. This will be 6 years. Me and my wife both, and Brian just.
Which one's your wife?
Carrie. She's over
Carrie,
at General Special. Yeah. So she she started a couple events, and then I just came by to just hang out, set up just randomly. We're kind of like we're a team, me and my wife, and Brian was like, "You want a bar back?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, no problem." And then Brian's like, "You want to do this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll 100% do that." And then, from our old lot on the other side, we were pushing around, mobile bars back then. And then Brian's like, "I want out Danny. Let's do the container bars, and let's do this."
You guys have been growing this thing incrementally, and now look, I mean, it's just I can't stress enough. I tell my audience all the time. I mean, it goes without saying too, because they get to see it in the backdrop. But the Be More Around Town tailgate experience is second to none, and it literally looks like we're in a rave right now. You look behind your shoulder, and it's like, holy hell, this is a literal rave.
Yeah.
So
it is. It's
Peloti was here. C-Mac came on for a minute.
Yeah.
So it's a who's who.
No, it's exactly true. Chris McAllister, he's always jumping behind the bar. He's interacting with all the fans and everything. And it's cool. He's here more often, and I do like the fact that Brian keeps the the main A team together. You know, he's not flipping through people and everything like that. You know, he's like, hey, you know, these people are doing this, and it's not like an employment thing. It's a family first come, 100%. And you always ask people, you know, like, what else do you need? And he's the kind of person when it comes to these events, you're not scared to walk up to him and say, hey, what else do you need, Brian? You know, he is so comfortable, like, hey, you mind doing this? He's not pointing fingers, saying, you better do this. You know, it's cool people like this, man. You know?
Oh yeah, and they get their money's worth too. This guy gets his money's worth right here.
Yeah.
So what's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Let's go. We got 70 minutes. 70 minutes till kickoff, big fella.
Yeah, we are, man. We are. Yeah, it's.
So what you got? Give me a score prediction.
Man, I'm saying. I don't know. I'm saying 27-21.
Okay.
I mean, that's where I'm really feeling. I mean,
Steelers cover. They're 9.5-point underdogs.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, but we're you know, I know when it comes down to climate change and everything like that, some people aren't really warmed up to a point, you know. But you know, the Ravens they're on it. You know, Lamar is not messing around this year. Not even a little bit. You know, and he's worth every dollar.
My man's double fisted. Look at this. About to get drenched in rum and cokes right now.
No, it's
let's go. There we go. Yes, sir. Man, where the hell is Cole Jackson? Is he here? You know who Cole is? Where is he?
I haven't even really
All right, you know, let me do a PSA because I put my man on my freaking list on the way in, and Cole Jackson has been an MIA. All right, tell a friend. I can't find that guy. I was with him last night, fed, trying to get them all liquored up.
Yeah,
here comes Freddie. Freddie will know.
Freddie, where's Cole?
Oh, Freddie. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Appreciate it. Hey, do you know Cole Jackson? You know Cole, the Canadian? You familiar with Cole? Okay, no worries. You going into the game? Yeah. All right, brother. Hey, thank you so much. I'll catch up with you soon.
I'm a Ravens player. Right. I'm definitely going to the game.
Oh, yeah. I will. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Look what I just got. No, it's Freddie's number. I thought for a second he was giving me somebody across the way. I'm like, who's this? Who's giving me this little napkin with a number on it? Now, Freddie is awesome, and he was the main reason why Jimmy came on last week, actually. Oh, here comes Arnie. Let's go. What up, Arnie?
Hey, Arnie.
I'm like a mid-live stream pick.
It's definitely wild.
Oh, yeah, I would love that, man. Yeah, I would love that. I appreciate that. You want to come on?
Yeah, you want to come on, dude?
You want to come on for a minute?
Yeah, man, 100%.
Okay, cool.
So,
yeah. All right, brother.
Bobby, it was awesome, man. 100%.
Man. Thank you so much for the help this week.
Definitely, great.
Appreciate you.
All right, pass it on to you, babe.
That your crush? Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, so thank you. You just gave me like a shit ton of food. That's all Twain's Tavern?
Twain's and Primo.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. So what's going on? Give me your prediction tonight.
I gotta call it a close game. Steelers got a tough defense. TJ Watt, reigning DPOI. I'm calling it within 7.
Seven, okay.
I think the Ravens got the win within 3 or 7.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be 24-17 or 20-23, something like that.
Yep. And how many carries do you want for King? Terrell Suggs went on TV
I want
today
a
and said
combined carry between Lamar and Derrick Henry, 30 plus.
30 plus between the two of them.
It's
only about 5 for Lamar, maybe.
Keep him safe.
Keep him safe. They're going to need him to make a run, obviously. So, dude, thank you for the food. I appreciate it.
Of course, man.
And it was awesome hanging with you throughout the tailgate this year.
Oh, of course, man.
You never know. Hey, if Buffalo gets trounced tomorrow night in an upset,
we'll be back here, baby.
We'll be back here.
Right back here.
So time will tell.
Everybody, taste tuned. Come in, baby. Come in.
Thanks, man. I'll catch up with you soon.
Of course.
All right, guys. It's over close to an hour till kickoff, man. What's going on? You want to pop on? Come on. Yeah, we're live, brother. We got 1,100 people staring at you right now. You guys are up next. Hey, so 1,100 people are staring at you right now. They want to know your prediction.
My prediction, I would predict Ravens 24, Steelers 17.
Okay.
Dog fight.
24-17. How many carries do you want the King to finish with?
Oh, I want the king to eat tonight, Bobby. I want him to have 25, 30 carries.
25, yeah.
This is why we signed him.
Yeah, exactly.
I want the king to eat tonight, man.
He is a de-aging, ascending running back. That's what I'm literally saying. He's a 31 de-aging player. Like he's not aging.
No.
In years he is, but not in style, not in impact, not in explosiveness.
No, not at all, man. He's been going off.
Maybe depending on the Ravens' temperature for all this, you extend the guy in the offseason. I don't know. He's got one more year under his contract, but like, shit. Why? I mean, if he continues this, why wouldn't you lock him up?
2-3 years.
Yeah, nothing crazy, but like,
yeah.
Make him happy, and especially if you go on a run over
Lamar's
the next month.
never had this, you know.
Never. And as I've been saying too, I've been saying this to anybody that'll listen. I don't think they've ever been more prepared throughout the Lamar era to be
I
without.
heard you say that.
Hey, Mark. What? Can you leave some for me? You can take some. Just leave some for me. That's my dinner tonight. God damn, this freaking guy, man, he's trying to take my food. I'm not letting him do that. I love Twain's Tavern. He's going to take that food from me.
I heard you say that to Sarah, though, earlier.
Yeah, right. Which was, anyway, he made me lose my train of thought there. Mark's a little thief, but
yeah.
No, they've never been more prepared than right now to be without their top. Now, Mark is obviously the top guy, but Zay was receiving yards wise the top target this year.
Right.
And I don't think they've ever been more prepared than they are right now throughout the Lamar era to be without him. Now, I don't think they can make a Super Bowl run without Zay.
Yeah.
But I think they can get past the wild card.
Next week, though, Zay should be.
Well, I believe Rappaport said he has an outside chance to be available for next week. That was today's latest report.
And that would be in Buffalo.
Likely.
More than likely.
Unless Denver has something to say about that.
Yeah.
Would that be something?
I hope they do. I hope they do, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That'd be something.
But, I mean, the way we played Buffalo earlier in the year, I know it's different. You know, a lot of things have changed since then, but we took them to school, man.
Yes, they did. Yeah, that was pre-Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
But Buffalo does not match up well with Baltimore. Yeah, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I love you guys. Love you.
What was your name, by the way?
Alex.
Yes, great
sir.
to meet you, man.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Have
too,
fun
man.
tonight.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You got enough layers on? You liquored up? All right, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Let's see if we got to get anybody on there. Yeah, thank you. Oh, man. What a night. Appreciate you guys for being with me tonight. Awesome tailgate at B-More around town. I've done 2 smelling salts. We've got 4 super chats to get to. B. Fowler says, Johnny. Dave 1 to Cycle says, Bobby sporting the Ravens purple and fucking rocking it. That's right, Dave. Captain Hard says, this game is crazy. Thought our game could possibly go that way. Hopefully not, though. I don't even know what you're referring to. I know it's the first game, but I don't know what the score is, so let's take a look. Houston, with just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter, is up 13-6 on the Chargers. So that's where things stand right now. And then D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, says, hey, yo, Bobby, why you didn't say you need VIP passes to get in? Not going to lie, I'm kind of mad. I'm here with a shiesty on listening to EDM. No, D-Rod, where are you right now? You can come in here. I didn't see this until just now, D-Rod. You should have just told them that you were coming on the show. Wherever you are, you can come on. I don't even know if you're still here, but D-Rod, if you want to come on, please come on. There's literally a rave next door right now. Oh, D-Rod, tell them, hey, Ralph, come on in, buddy. Hey, D-Rod, tell them that you're coming on the show. They'll let you in, all right? Ralph, good to see you, brother. Give yourself a headset. Let's get you in here. Guys, we are an hour out. Officially an hour out to kickoff. An hour out. Bring this sucker down for me and tell me what your temperature is going into tonight.
Very good.
Yeah, you feeling good?
Absolutely.
How many of those, what do you got over there? A little rum and Coke? What you got over there? A little iced tea? Spiked?
Yeah, a little bit. Something to keep me warm.
Absolutely. What is your score prediction for tonight?
Oh, God. It could, I think a couple weeks back, that was a little deceiving.
Oh, okay. So you think it's going to be closer than 30
Yeah, I
to
think it's going
17?
to be close.
Okay, I got you.
But hopefully we learned from last year.
That's obviously the hope.
Hopefully we run the ball more than 6 times.
I would think so. That's got to be a necessity,
especially since we got a freight train in the backfield.
You got the King, and Terrell Suggs went on TV today and said he wants him to have 25 at least.
At least 25.
So you know what? I think establish the ground game early. Make sure that you're dominating the trenches, the point of attack, and then the pass game can be married off of that. But you're not honestly. You're going to give Pittsburgh life if you do what you did in the first game. What happened in the first game? Derrick Henry, an uncharacteristic opening possession fumble. An unbelievable play from Peyton Wilson to wrestle that interception out of Justice Hill's hands. I believe they recovered a couple fumbles, or maybe that was the second time around they recovered a couple fumbles. But whatever it is, you got to play clean football. There's too much familiarity between these two teams.
They got to
give
stop
each
the
other
penalties.
right
The
to give one or the other the advantage.
Penalties got to stop.
Penalties been a season-long trend for them.
They just need to. If there's one thing they can fix, that's what it is.
Yep.
They can't afford these 10, 12, 15 penalties a game.
And then Chris McAllister came on earlier, and I asked him. I said, you expect them to pick on Brandon Stevens? He's like, I expect Kyle Hamilton to be everywhere. That's what he said. He didn't even mince words. Didn't hesitate. And I'm like, you know what? Look, I get it. Kyle can cover a lot of ground, but he can't be everywhere at once. And you know that they're going to test him with Pickens. You know there's going to be a moon ball, at least one. Pickens has had his way at times against the Ravens. Outside of him, I just don't see them being able to get a lot of push, a lot of penetration on the number 1 ranked rushing attack. Right? That's what Baltimore's defensive front is. They're playing so much more fundamentally sound in the middle part now that Trenton's been demoted. Hopefully that's not the end for Trenton. I'm sure he'll be back next year in rolling. But to me, you take Pickens out of the game, or you at least contain him, and you don't live and die by that, and you stop the run. And I just don't see how they're going to be able to put up points with the Ravens, assuming that they're playing clean football. I really don't.
Yep, clean football, run the ball, nothing crazy.
Yep.
Little Lamar sprinkled in between.
Yep.
Intermediate passing, short game.
See you guys.
Short game.
Yep.
Intermediate passing.
No doubt.
Using the running backs to their advantage.
Precisely.
Out of the backfield.
Done.
Easy formula.
Done.
And I'm just an average fan.
You and me.
And they pay these coaches how much money? They can't figure it out.
You don't want to see that Harbaugh salary, boy.
Oh, my God.
Ralph, I appreciate you for stopping by,
All right, man. Take care.
D-Rod, we'll have you hand your headset off to D-Rod right here behind you. Come on, D-Rod. Let's go, baby. I'm sorry about the miscommunication, man. All right, Ralph, enjoy yourself. Man, it's like the Hunger Games getting in here, huh? Apparently, it's like a Fortress getting in here, huh?
Yeah, they ain't let me in.
All right, well, guess what? We found D-Rod. He ain't happy, but he's here now.
Nah, I'm good now.
He had to bang down some fences and run through some people, just like the King's going to do tonight.
I hope so.
And now you're here. So tell me your temperature going into tonight.
Man, I'm hoping we smack the Steelers. So we need to come out with that dog mentality. Like I want Lamar to just go off. That's my expectation.
Yep. So. I think there'll be a couple things early that can set him up for that kind of success. And a lot of that will come in the opening drive in it's scripted format, of course. That's when Todd Monken's at his best. But if you can get some push up front, if you can get Ricard in there moving bodies, get the King downhill moving vertically, not laterally, what Pittsburgh wants to do, they want to make sure that Lamar and Derrick get lateral, have to beat you laterally. And if that's the case, I know Lamar can do that. But if they start defending them successfully laterally, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The O-line is going to be key.
It will be. T.J. Watt, obviously, is a lot more healthy than he was the second time around they played. Pickens wasn't even available that time on December 21st, if memory serves. So Steelers are coming in with nothing to lose. And if there's something that gets your attention, it's that. Yeah. It's desperate times call for desperate measures. What kind of Justin Fields package might they deploy? You know, we saw that the first time around. He had a couple QB keepers that went for positive yardage. You know, will they have a couple packages ready for him in do or die situations? Because This is a team that hasn't won a playoff game since 2016. This is a team that obviously lost out on the way in. They limped into the postseason. The Ravens are flying into the postseason. And so I just think that Pittsburgh's going to be a desperate team tonight, and I want to make sure the Ravens match that energy.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We need it. We need it bad. This is probably one of the biggest games of Lamar's career.
This is like a Raven here. You hear this? This is a literal wave. What was going on next door? And where's your girl?
It was crazy. I came with my boy David.
Oh, your boy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. My wife had to work.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, they didn't like. I didn't know like the difference between the VIP in general. So I was like, man, I don't need no upgraded drinks. So then I even tried to rob the security. He's like, nah, you can't get in. Yeah.
Man,
I'm like,
sorry.
bro, I literally came here for just Bobby. Like, I don't like
appreciate
EDM music.
Well, I'm glad we ended up. I'm glad we ended up doing this because if I had looked at the live chat, I never would have seen it. But generally speaking, they're awesome. You just tell them, hey, I want to go on Bobby's show, and then I'll go back, and they're like,
that's
oh,
what I told him. I'm like, bro,
Oh, yeah?
I drove 3 hours to come, like, make sure I came to see Bobby.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you came 3 hours for that? I'm like, bro, I came to the game, and I wanted to meet Bobby.
Well, I'm really glad you came out, man.
Nah, cool. I had to sneak by. So I'm probably a wanted man right now.
Hey, let's go. If you ain't scheming, you're losing. I love it.
Hey.
Well, this place is starting to kind of get ready to go, and I got to get across town to get ready for this game. So you heading in? You gonna go in?
Yeah, I'm
All
going
right,
to the
good,
game.
good.
It was good. It was good meeting you,
Good.
Bobby.
Likewise, dude. You never miss a show. We appreciate you. We see you in the chat all the time. Love the support. A lot of gratitude, man. Thank you,
man. I really appreciate you and Sarah. Y'all doing. I've never been on YouTube so much in my life.
Hell yeah.
All because of you guys.
See, that's the beauty of it. You know, we got 1,100 people staring at us right now, and we've built a community. And we honestly, today's been hilarious. I had an emotional moment on the pregame show earlier, and then I went from that to doing smelling salts.
Yeah,
so today's been a wide range of emotions today. But we're so happy that you're a part of the audience, man. And enjoy tonight, all right?
I appreciate it,
Yep.
Bobby. Thank you.
D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, kind enough to spend 3 hours on the way up here. I appreciate you, man.
All right, brother.
All right, guys. So we're under an hour away from kickoff. You already know. 3 hours, man. That's clean. Hey, how about this? Can I shout out Twain's Tavern right now, by the way? Look at this. Take a look at this. This is what Mark tried to steal from me. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I promise you. I'm going to take a photo of this for Freddy. I don't know if you guys can hear the playlist, but tonight is live in here right now. I'll tell you that. Okay. Oh, man. Justin Herbert just threw a pick six. Houston might be running away with that. Look out. Damn. Inactives tonight are Zay Flowers, Bo Braid, Rasheen Ali, Marcus Williams, Adisa Isaac, Nick Samak, and Keith Kirkwood. No surprises there. Those are your inactives tonight. Zay, Bo Braid, Rasheen, Marcus Williams, Adisa Isaac, Nick Samak, and Keith Kirkwood. I know it's been out for a little while, but we've been in interviewing mode tonight. Guys, tonight we are doing a giveaway on tonight's postgame show. And that consists of a 3D 12x18 Maryland wooden flag, much like the one that's on my backdrop wall back home. Big time episode coming up. I hope you'll join us. Thank you to Be More Around Town for a tremendous year and the opportunity to broadcast live from their tailgates all season long. It's been a true pleasure. And meeting a lot of you in person tonight has been even more of a pleasure. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy the game. I'll be live tweeting throughout the night at Bobby Baltimore. You can find me on Instagram, as always, at Bobby Baltimore across all platforms. It's a do-or-die playoff game, and it starts in 50 minutes from right now. We'll catch up with you post-game. Thank you guys for being here. Like the video on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when we're dropping our daily live content. Thank you for the super chats. Thanks to all of you. Enjoy the rest of pregame coverage. We'll catch up.